Alright, what's going on everybody? My name is Matt and welcome back to the channel today, and I'm bringing you guys a very important video. And in today's video I want to discuss why the ICR-7 could be one of your best weapons in Black Ops 4 and how to get absolutely no freaking recoil with this gun and many other guns like it in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Now there's a certain kind of change that has been made to the attachment system in this game, and a lot of people who like variety in their weapons might not have noticed this yet because you don't actually get to unlock these until you're level 12, which with a weapon is kind of a lot. You have to use it for about 10 games. Now the ICR-7, just to start, is one of the best guns in this game. The recoil on it is non-existent almost to begin with. But with these attachments, you guys can make this gun an absolute freaking monster. Now, I also do want to mention a few other benefits to the other perk categories. Now, obviously, for the perk 1 category, there's nothing overly that important. I would say Scavenger's probably one of the better ones. Flak Jacket, because those freaking trip mines are so annoying. But for your perk 2, I would actually recommend using Skulker, which is actually one of the best. And I would say that Skulker is probably one of the favorites for me at least, because I'm able to move faster while crouched and prone, which is extremely important. Dexterity is also great for assault rifle users because you get increased accuracy when jumping or mantling, so either way, you're kind of benefiting your overall aim. For your perk 3, nothing overly that important. Now, what makes this class setup so special? And I could show it on screen, which I may not, I don't know, maybe I'll include an image instead of actual footage, but I do believe you guys could probably figure this out just from a description I'm giving you. But for the ICR-7, one of my favorite things to do is to make this gun an absolute monster at medium range, because that's essentially what this gun is great at. Sitting in that little trailer on firing range or sitting on one of those ledges on Morocco, that is where this gun shines. Now the ICR-7 can be turned into an absolute badass with these attachments. First off, the reflex sight is one of my particular favorites. I use it on almost every gun. It's just fantastic in this game. And in terms of actual aiming, I actually like to use quick draw. Simply aiming faster always helps me pulling up my gun in gunfights. Now, what makes this class so accurate is the ability to use 2 grips on it. Now, you get grip 1 as your level 1 unlock, and this is just normal reduced recoil. Now, if you unlock the grip 2, which again does take you to level 12, it reduces your flinch when aiming down sight, which I notice an extreme amount. This is almost a replication of toughness from Black Ops 2, which is one of the best perks of all time, but it also gives you minimized recoil when aiming before firing. This thing literally corrects every single error you might have, and in combination with the first grip giving you normal reduced recoil, this thing has almost no freaking recoil at all. I don't know why this hasn't been nerfed, because honestly, man, I think this thing is dangerously good. Honestly, I don't know how people have not really caught on to this yet, and I find a lot of people in games aren't using both grips. I think people maybe think it's a waste or something. I don't really know why, but I will show you guys some private match footage of this gun. I'll probably play that on the screen right now, and I have to tell you guys, this thing is a freaking monster with this setup. But regardless, guys, I really do want to know your thoughts on Black Ops 4 so far. I know I haven't really done much content on BO4 yet. I've been so engrossed in playing the game that I actually was making much more videos during the beta. But regardless, man, I think this game's fantastic. I've been playing it a ton. Multiplayer does have frustrating moments. It does, believe me, and the lobbies are absolutely horrific. But once you're able to look past that, you'll realize that this game at its core is absolutely fantastic. If they were to change the health mechanisms a little bit, I think this game would be one of the best CODs ever. Honestly, I really do enjoy it, man. I feel like it's brought something fresh and something new by bringing back the old, and it kind of does feel that way when you play on those throwback maps like Firing Range and Summit and stuff. It really does feel good. And this is what I was telling people before the game came out. I said, guys, you might be complaining about the maps now and stuff, but you guys do realize that you'll be playing on basically every throwback map you love once you get in game. Almost half of the maps you play will be on throwbacks, which is very nice because they seem to show up in more of a frequency. So I end up playing on those maps very often. They're not like hidden like, you know, Nuketown 2025 in BO2, which in the normal playlist you didn't come up on very much. But these maps I find to just be absolutely fantastic once you actually get into them. But also one thing I noticed, guys, with this game is that this is not a submachine gunner's game. And I figured that out as I was leveling up my MX-9, that the gun really doesn't feel that good. And the MX-9 is one of the best SMGs. So it made me wonder, man, why is this game, you know, kind of treating me that poorly? Then I realized, man, this is an assault rifles game. which hasn't really happened in a long time. If you look at Black Ops 3, you know, the Razorback, the Cuda, those were very competent. World War II even, you know, the MP40 was very nice. A couple other, those DLC SMGs are really good. But Black Ops 4, man, feels exclusive to assault rifles, and that's something that I think people should learn early on, because to me at least that is one of the most important factors to general gunfights in this game, knowing when to equip those assault rifles. Now, in terms of finishing off this class, I know I got a little sidetracked, but if you guys were to finish off this class, of course, there are a few things that I would recommend implementing. Now, in terms of a secondary, I don't really feel one is needed. I find that the pistols generally in this game aren't very helpful, and that's kind of unfortunate, but they just really don't come in handy very much. The only one I would say is good is the RK-7 Garrison. This thing is really, really nice, but honestly, you could probably just pick up a secondary and be just about equally as fine. I would rather spend that point on some gear, which has a lot of options for you guys. Now, I think body armor is probably the best, just because, you know, you move a little slower, but it gives you much more health, which is really nice, and you will notice that paying off in gunfights. But for me, at least, I always love to run Cosmic Device, because I'm a streak person. I love going for score streaks. I think Cosmic Device is one of the most important. So definitely, guys, use Cosmic Device if you're one of those pub stompers who loves to get streaks. If not, maybe Stim Shot or body armor. In terms of your perks, again, as I said, nothing overly that drastic. Maybe Scavenger or Flakjack, as I said. For perk 2, maybe Skulker or Dexterity. And for perk 3, Team Link, Ghost, or Dead Silence. Something that interests you. With that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching the video. I really, really do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think about everything I said down below in the comments, of course. My name is Matt, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.